Hey, it's your coach, Laurie McNaughton, coming to you again with another little business improvement tip for you and your company to help you maximize the potential that you get out of your business. And this particular video is going to be about customer service. What is customer service? What is the value of customer service to you and your company? One of the things you should spend some time figuring out is what is the lifetime value of a customer. Just to give you an example, I'm an Acura automobile driver. I'm on my sixth or seventh Acura. What has that been worth to the salesperson who takes care of me? What has that been worth to the dealership that I buy my or lease my vehicles from? So understanding what the lifetime value is. If you're a plumbing company or you're an electrical contractor and you service homes, getting that client to call you every time they have a need for your services, what is that worth to your company? So once you kind of understand the value of a customer, because it's not just them coming back again and again, it's them telling their friends and family and colleagues about you and getting them to use your services. So I like to call it creating raving fans. It's not about customer satisfaction, it's about customer delight. It's about giving them the kind of customer service that gets them talking about your company. Because people are not, it's not just about being satisfied. If you think about it from this perspective, let's just say you're an auto repair shop and a guy or gal brings their vehicle in to get serviced by you or fixed or whatever the case may be, and they're just satisfied with the service that you gave them. Do you think they're going to refer your business to everybody that they know? No, they're going to go, well, it was satisfactory. I was satisfied with their service. It wasn't exemplary, but I was satisfied with that service. So what if you were to delight that customer and thinking about the fact that that person may need, well, first of all, they're going to need their oil changed several times in a year or few times in a year. But over the lifetime that they own that vehicle and subsequent vehicles, how often could they possibly be bringing their vehicle to your place for some kind of repair or service? Now you start to understand what the lifetime value of a customer is. So the first thing you need to be is very proactive about how you build your customer service systems, because if you're looking after the customer after the fact, meaning they've had a unsatisfactory event or experience with your company, then you're being reactive. So you've got to build customer service into your systems and processes so that your team can execute them. And here's one thing that I would say is make sure when you have somebody who's going to be dealing directly with customers on a regular basis, make sure that they have the aptitude, that these people like people, that they're outgoing and they enjoy interacting with people, because hiring the wrong people to do your customer service, hiring somebody who doesn't get along with people or isn't able to build relationships with people is a recipe for disaster in your business. So where can you be proactive about building your customer service? Well, first thing, think about moments of truth. And I call them moments of truth is anytime anybody touches your company, whether that's through an email or a phone call or them actually coming through the door into your business. Those are moments of truth. And so those are the times when you set up, how do we deal with the situation? How do we greet somebody when they walk through the door? How do we answer the phone in a way that makes people like the way they've been treated right out of the gate? Build those moments of truth, build your systems around those moments of truth. So you understand a little bit about lifetime value. And remember, there's an acquisition cost to every customer or client that you get. Whether that's through the salespeople that you pay or whether it's through some sort of marketing, advertising, or trade show or whatever, there's a cost to getting those people. So understanding that you not only want to get a return on that cost, but you want to make a profit on that cost. So important to understand this, and that is that 68% of the people who leave a business or stop doing business with it and the company do it because of something that's called perceived indifference, meaning they feel like just a number. They were treated just like a number. This was a study that was done a number of years, and they basically said 1% of people quit doing business with somebody because they die. 3% move, so they move to the other side of the city or something like that. So if you're into a salon of any kind, and they move to the other side of the city, there's a chance they're probably going to look for something a little bit more convenient. Or 5% end up buying from a friend because a friend gets into that business, or a friend they find, or they become friends with somebody who's in that business. 9% get sold by a competitor. So that person, better salespeople, better service, whatever the case may be. 14% will leave because they find a better product or a better price, but a full-on 68% leave because of perceived indifference. So I'm trying to go fairly quickly here because I can't give you everything you need to know about customer service in a short video, but I want you to become proactive about how you set up your services. So one of the main things is be consistent in the way that you do things. Don't be inconsistent. That's one thing if the service is good, 2 times, and then the third time it's bad, and then it's good again, and then it's bad, because the people will get to sort of getting the feel, do these people really understand and know what they're doing? So, and make it easy for them to buy. Don't make it difficult for people to buy. And look at how can you give them some kind of a wow factor? How can you give them some kind of experience that really just blows them away? For those of you who might be interested in some books, you can see there's a customer service book here, Customer Mania. There's also a book written by Patty Lund called Critical Non-Essentials. He does a great job of explaining how you can really take your service and turn it into something that's going to define you in the marketplace. Is completely different from all of your competitors. Now, he's a dentist. I'm not going to get into too much of his history, but he completely reinvented his entire practice after having a mental breakdown and turned his practice into one of the most profitable dental practices, if not the most profitable dental practice he's from Australia. So you want to think about maybe from this perspective, because it'll help you sort things out, and that's what I call the ladder of loyalty. So you have somebody who's a suspect, anybody who could possibly use your business or your services. When they reach out and say, yeah, I'm interested in possibly doing business with you, they become a prospect. So that means that they've said, yeah, show me what you can do. And if they buy once from you, it's really, they're just shopping. They're just checking you out to see if you're as good as what they would like you to be as their supplier of whatever it is that you're doing. So if you get them to come back again, then they buy a second time, then they become a customer. Now it's like, okay, so I need to continue to build this relationship. And what I want to do at this point is, how do I turn this into so they feel like they're part of the family or they're part of a membership? So it could be, depending again, every business is different. You got to think about it from your perspective. If you're a retail or you're a service or you're construction or you're engineering or whatever the case may be, how do I make these people feel like they're a member of our company? So some kind of a membership kit that makes them feel like they belong. And once you move them to that membership level, now you want to build them into becoming an advocate so that they talk to others about you. Now, when I say advocate, is somebody who, if somebody says, hey, I need a plumber, or hey, I need an electrician, or hey, I need an auto repair mechanic, or hey, I need a roofing company or a window company, they'll advocate for you. But a raving fan is what you really want to look for, and that's when you get them to the point where, your company is coming in, done something for them, and they go and rave about it and they talk about it to their friends and family. You want to look at, how do I get my customer service to that level? Now, this is just a short video. There's obviously a lot more to creating a customer service wow factor in your company. I do workshops with companies to help them build their customer service systems. If this is something that's of value to you, just go to lauriemcnaughton.com, and you can, right on the front page, book directly into my calendar. We'll have a 15-minute conversation. It's just to make sure that, number one, I can help you with what it is that you're looking for a solution to. And if I can't, then hopefully I can point you in the right direction. And if we decide that, yes, there's some value in us having a longer conversation, then we'll book a what I call a complimentary coaching session, which is an hour to an hour and 15 minutes long, where we'll dive in and talk more and more about what would work for you and your company. And if at that time we decide that there's some value in us working together, we can take a look and see what that looks like. So again, it's Laurie McNaughton, TPQ Business Academy and Envision Group, part of somewhere around 30 coaches out of Calgary who have varying different expertise. And we work with companies just about in any area that you can possibly think of to help you take your business, improve it, and take it to the next level. So go to lauriemcnaughton.com, book your complimentary, or pardon me, your 15-minute discovery meeting, and we'll start there. It's simple. Take care. Have yourself a great day.